With the crunch exercise, which we just demonstrated, we actually initiate the movement. The movement begins in the chest, just below the chest, and then travels lower. What we're going to do now is we're going to work the lower abdominals. So the movement is going to start in the lower abdominal region and work upwards. Many times as we get older, you may have noticed people that seem to have two tummies. They have a tummy above their belly line or their navel region, and then they have another one that comes out below. This is going to work the abdominal muscles in that lower region. So I'm going to begin either on a mat table or a mat or a floor is comfortable. The smaller the ball, the easier it is to do this exercise. So I'm going to start with the ball that is 65 centimeters, and then we'll demonstrate this with a smaller ball. The important thing in getting started with the exercise is that I want to start where I left off with level 2 in the pelvic tilt. So I'm actually going to start the exercise by doing a pelvic tilt. And if you recall the pelvic tilt, I'm pushing my low back into the mat. So I'm going from a neutral position, pushing my low back into the mat. And at this point, after I push my low back into the mat, I'm squeezing with my legs and actually pulling the ball into my chest. So I'm pulling the ball into my chest, initiating this movement with the muscles in the lower abdominal region. Now notice I keep my hands in the air because I don't want to get any assistance or stabilizing help from my arms. I'm trying to recruit just the muscles in the lower abdominal region. Now if I find a 65 centimeter ball, it's too difficult. And I can go to a smaller ball. A smaller ball is easier to squeeze. Again, I begin the exercise by doing the pelvic tilt, squeeze the ball, bringing the ball into, squeezing the ball into my chest. My knees stay together. I'm not on the outside of the ball. Okay, my knees are together. Very important, again and again, to start with the pelvic tilt. If that's difficult, I can come down to a 45 centimeter ball with very little air in it. And at this point, if I want to just move slightly from level 1, which is doing a pelvic tilt, and all I can do is just pick the ball up without picking my hips up, that's a good start for level 2. And gradually, I can get my hips higher and higher as the lower abdominal region becomes strong.